Battlefield of Eternity, once again the starting map, Granit Gaming going up against Team RageQuit. And we have the full lineup for Granit Gaming as well. Playing with Azerite today here. Wooby, Smexy, Poik and Breeze currently playing. And they are the favorites in this one. Team RageQuit still with a chance there, obviously. But should be an interesting one. Now again, we are in the Masters Clash. This is still the round robin phase, so we are down to the top 8 teams at this point in time. And they play a round robin with best of 2 matches, meaning that you have in total the chance to get 3 points if you lock your opponent down with a 2-0. If you trade wins on the 2 maps, then each team gets 1 point, and if you, well, don't win anything, you don't get any points. So after all of that round robin shenanigan is completed and we're done with it, then the top 3 teams, they advance directly to the main event, the offline final in Paris. In total for this tournament, there's 12,000 euros on the line. And we still need a 4th team, so there is a gauntlet, there is a stepladder system afterwards with the remaining teams in the standings, and they play a stepladder system to find out the final team that makes it to the event. So at this point, we got Garrosh banned out. Battlefield again is our first map, and everybody else that does damage is still up. We have Hans. There's not a single not one single damage ban. That's a bit rare. Usually you have at least a few of the damage dealers from afar being targeted, but not so much in this one. So we have Hanzo still up. They could still go for Sylvanas as well. Poi goes for his Li Ming first. Okay. Yeah, this is going to be a bit wild. I mean, Limo is obviously playing a lot of Tracer and also Genji on the map. But as it stands right now, this is a fairly interesting draft. Okay. Nubarak and Hanzo right away. Yeah. I mean, unless they are picking their own main tank now, Granit Gaming could have a bit of trouble if there's another one banned. Nubarak Johanna. You play Johanna on the side lane, take her away from them, ban another main tank out that is 4 removed, 5 removed. I don't think it's going to get that far. Breeze might even lock in an ETC here later on. But they haven't gone into a main tank. There's too much available. You can go for Muradin, you can go for ETC here quite easily. Jojo is obviously still up, even though I don't really think that Breeze is going to play that. Even Tyrael is an option for them if you want to make that play. So yeah, there's plenty that they can do right now. But either way, what's going to be the ban? Are they actually targeting another main tank? Or are they opting for damage? Tyrael it is. Yeah, Breezen is Tyrael. I personally think that he's most likely going to log in ETC. It's one of his favorites in general, and in Battlefield of Eternity, ETC gets a lot of value because you can either stun with the power slide someone into the immortal stun if you time it properly, or you can even just like try and push them into it. So the displacement that you have there is super useful if you're playing in a defensive position around your own immortal, and has been used time and time again in the past to lead to kills. So Stukov gets banned, but with a double pick. Limo's pick is going to be the most interesting one, I believe. It's going to show us a bit, okay, what are they going to try and do? Are they just simply looking for team fights? Are they going to try and go for the immortal damage? A couple more stuns would also be nice, yeah. But yeah, Morenas also came in a bit late here today. Hogga. And Karazim! Smexy for once has to face off against Karazim. Usually he's the one that does the Karaziming. But not today. Okay. So they're diving deep with this. This makes it way more likely that we're gonna get an aggressive hero from Limu as well. Not just a damage dealer against the Immortal, but somebody that can actually jump in with them. Greymane, great against the Immortal, and to finish off heroes, Cassia gets picked, so that's the blind against her already. And Muradin, no ETC, okay, Muradin for Breeze. So what's it going to be for Limu? What's his pick? Yeah, Karazim, Hogga, and Nubarak. If Hogga goes into the Hoarder Pult, for example, they got a lot of mobility there to jump onto a specific target. First map, best of 2 again, and there's Genji. Alright, they go for the full aggression. Team RageQuit against Granit Gaming, everybody. Map number 1, Battlefield of Eternity. An Uberak played by Shizakid in game number 1. We got Shy on Hanzo. No game, no life for Team RageQuit with Karazim, Limu on Genji, and Murenas is playing Hogger. On the right side of the map, we got Wubi on Nurel for Granit Gaming, Smexy on Malfurion. Azerite is playing with Charge Strikes as his level 1 talent, Cassia, Poik on Liming, and a Breeze on Muradin. Game time! Who's going to take game number 1 here? Who takes the lead in this best of 2? Every single map matters, obviously. We've seen so many games already where a team thought, okay, we're heavily ahead here, and then all of a sudden they got murdered because they were trolling around a little bit too much in the mid-game, thought themselves safe, and then made a mistake. You always have to be really focused when you're playing in the best of 2. Just simply means that every single map that you play matters and is important. So right now, already, a little bit of aggression happening in the bottom of the map. We have even a bit of chasing going on here as Wubi gets attacked by Limu. So far, not really a big problem or anything, but yep, there we go. They're already trying to make a little bit of a play for Murenas here as well, but they are still fine here. So, as it stands, now once again, we got at the bot lane, still our 4-man, and it seems like everybody is just looking for the first kill of the game. Genji is coming back in again, and they're attempting to take Breeze down. Now, that doesn't really work. At the same vein, the move is straight down to the bottom all the time, going for another quick kill against maybe even the camp here, trying to take this one first. Shouldn't really be a problem for them to claim it, but already the chase on Smexy as the blue team is looking for kill number 1 in this one. Yeah, I don't know. They might get the first one now because Karazim is dead, so I guess that Smexy is going to be able to show the other team how it's done. There's only one that plays Karazim here, and that is the Smex Master himself. 1 kill to 0, and they got the camp as well. So yes, nicely done. And they also get, they get one of the towers, but the blue team, they got something too. They got Urel at the top lane. So apparently these rotations that we're seeing from Limu are finally starting to pay off a little bit. So able to get that one. Yeah. Everybody else still down here at the bottom of the map and doing their thing. Alright, so the wall has nearly fallen. I mean, all of the side walls are already gone, so good for them. At the same time, with 4 on both sides now, we get the Ring of the Leech as the next talent. And at the same time now, Azerite and Smexy just also fully doing their thing against the game. It's all about the next objective, the first one. So everybody's just like trying to set themselves up properly for the next big push here. Looking to see if they can maybe get even some towers destroyed with the Shaman camp. Distract the opponent, maybe just open up a kill opportunity once that somebody moves over towards the lane in an attempt to defend it. Go for the Immortal, take a lead there. Timing on the first one is the most important one. If you can do that throughout the entire game, then obviously even better. But right now, they're just attempting to defend. Camp is already being attacked by Urel, who moved down to the bottom. And Genji is just simply trying to poke him out here. Sitting at 12 stacks for his level 4 already. Now, Immortals are not really getting attacked all that much. We have obviously Hanzo in the game, so once that he starts to really capitalize on his level 4 talent, he should be able to drop this down quite quickly. So far that hasn't really worked too much. But, yep. So, right now, a little bit more poking. Azerite in trouble, and Cassia makes it out. Gets chased by the beetles here. Yeah, you don't want to die to a beetle. That doesn't usually look all that good. So Limu is jumping out as well already. The blue team moving on to the Immortal. But they're also trying to go for the kill, and this time they get it. Muradin is the one that falls. The counter kill on Karazim removes the support, the healer from Team RageQuit for the duration of the fight. Limu is low. Oh, he nearly eats the combo here, but he was still protected, so he's fine. But that gives the opportunity now to the red team to make a move as well and maybe take this one down. So yeah, things so far are not looking too shabby, honestly. I mean, they're doing the best they can here. starting to drop them slowly but steadily. And maybe even getting a little bit of a lead on this one. So as it stands, here's the play to go straight for Breeze again. Careful. Can they pull that off here? I mean, we'll see. But yeah, so far it seems like the first one is going over to the red team. They just need a little bit more damage and then they're going to be fine. But yep, as it stands, they are about to drop it. Okay, so first objective in the hands of Granit Gaming. No real plays outside of that. I mean, they're doing the best they can for now. All the way towards the top. We already have a little bit of damage coming also now in from Breeze, Poik. I mean, they're all doing their thing here, as you can see. Trying to get as much value out of the first Immortal as they can. If they have a chance to take the fort down, that would be great. But that gets shut down very quickly, as we have not only Malfurion, but also Li Ming die. Couldn't get the resets, and the blue team is just absolutely shellacking them. Damn! Massive murder topside. So that's a pretty quick kill that they got here. Job well done by the blue team. That was an incredible defense. The Immortal still got some value. So the entire wall has fallen, and this is also half of the hit points on the fort gone. But the level lead that was established thanks to those kills is still a pretty significant boost for the blue team. So that is going to help them a lot. Genji dying, on the other hand, that's obviously a little bit of a setback. Now they're trying to go in for no game, no life. And, well, he drops too. So yeah, another good kill for them here. Job nicely done by the red team to at least get something out of all of this. The camp was claimed too. So generally speaking, nice moves by the blue team, but they overchased a little bit. Now Nubarak died too, and this is starting to get a bit worse for them here. We looked great when they got all the kills at the top and defended against the Immortal, but now on the back end of this, they lost 2-3 of their heroes, and it's 5 kills to 5 now, with level 10s dropping on both sides at the same point of time. Fort is still kind of low. There's the stun, and Azerite gets caught. They catch Azerite and take him down here. Now they want Smexy and they get him to the 7-sided strike is coming in. And yeah, just absolutely dropping them for now. So, job well done. Yeah. And can they do more here? That's obviously the big question. If they can get the fort, for example, that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, if they can pull that off, that would be pretty crazy. But doesn't really seem like it. I mean, let's see. Okay. Already coming in with another quick attack. But yeah, 7 kills to 5 now. Top fort is still in play, but both of them are pretty low. Now, the blue team is doing a little bit more damage, generally speaking. They're just doing a fantastic job here, but with the next Immortal being up, this is, of course, going to set the pace of the game a bit more. So far, it was a bit scrappy. I mean, kills all over the place. But now that the halftime show is being focused by both teams, it seems that they're a bit more determined to streamline their efforts here. So already attacks towards Breeze as he has to dive out and wait for his trade to kick in so he gets some of those hit points back. Making another play now also for Morenas. About to be stunned by the Immortal, by the way. 7-sided strike, and Azerite is dead again. Not having the greatest game here. 3 deaths on him. Obviously, now with this integrate against the Cocoon, that ult gets burned down pretty quickly. Limu survives with 2 hit points. Literally gets away with 2 hit points on that fight. The red team about to lose their Immortal. It's insanely low. I don't really think that they can... Can they claim the objective? I mean, if anybody gets close enough. If Hanzo at some point is just able to get another hit in, then that is it for him. But maybe he has a chance there. I mean, time will tell. For now, it seems that Hogger is going to finish it off. And yeah, they're going to take it. They're going to claim this one. Immortal is taken, blue team gets 1, and they want more than that. They want more than only the Immortal. They're going for the fight too, trying to take down Malfurion. Hogger, oh my god, it's another slaughter. These fights, holy shit. The resets, another disintegrate kill. They're going for Hanzo. They're absolutely crushing it here. Even the Beetle goes down. That's 4 heroes removed on the right side. It's absolute, I mean, he's fodder. right there. A bit of, yeah, Poig is going for the laser show. Quite happy, obviously, with the result of the last fight here, but oh my god. What a fight. Yeah, this one got crazy. 13 to 12. The leading experience once again taken by the red team. I don't know why, but Granit Gaming's games are always super entertaining. I mean, they're totally all over the place in these fights, and it is just nasty. I mean, time and time again, they're making the moves here. So, yeah, things are looking very, very good right now. For the viewers, for an entertaining game here. Yeah, absolutely crushing it. I mean, once again, they're just all over the place. One fight after another. Kills everywhere. 20 in total now, so 2 kills per minute pretty much. We have a single fort removed, and that's on the side of Granit Gaming. I gotta give some credit to Team RageQuit for sure, because they are definitely playing out of their mind right now in an attempt to bring this back. As usually, they are sometimes overstepping it a little bit, but generally speaking, they really are running Granit Gaming through the ringer here. Red team has to fight for every single inch of the map, and there's zero respect for the blue team. So currently 10 to 10. And, well, the arrow nicely dodged. Well done. Yeah, nicely done on the arrow dodge. So that could have led to a few kills, but they were able to move away from it quickly. So not really a big problem for them here. And again, can they do a little bit more? They're trying once again to come in with a few hits. No, not yet. All right. With the X-Strike. He gets away with the X-Strike here. But that could, of course, have been pretty bad. It's a really fun one. I mean, this thing is all over the place right now, so they're starting to get a couple more kills in towards the back end of the battle, especially since Hoga has now also been eliminated. So far, so good. All the way towards the top, the camp is also going to get a bit more value as all of this continues. In the meantime, Genji is trying to deal with the fort at the bottom of the map and is successfully doing that. Immortal is up and already being fought over. You've got 11 kills to 11. Top side is, of course, starting to become a bit of a problem. Somebody has to go for it. Breeze gets caught and dies, so he's gone. Yeah, ain't easy being Breezy. Breeze is dead, and that's a setback. Oh, but Li Ming, Jesus, they are just running the show right now. Li Ming down as well, nicely done, and things are getting more and more complicated and difficult for them here. Yeah, right now it's starting to become dicey. Very, very dicey here. So already we're looking at a game in which we're just having some mad value from all of the aggressive of the synergies that we're seeing from the blue team with Hoga with the stun. We have at the same time also Hanzo, obviously. He's great on the Immortal as well. They're really just crushing this every single step of the way as they are getting further and further ahead with the level 16 talent, for example. They're taking another big lead right here. Camp is taken, but even that could have been invaded. Blue team is currently trying to capitalize as much as they possibly can on that lead in the experience. And on that big Immortal they just locked in, but then things like this happen. This is always the case here, like I don't really know. So they're taking big fights and they're doing well, but then at the same time, they are all of a sudden, just before they could make a big play, losing heroes that just shouldn't die in a situation like this. Genji dies, and they're obviously just funning around down here. Granit Gaming is looking at this, and they're saying, guys, this is not going too bad. Yeah, we lost the Immortal, but we just take Genji down, and now all of a sudden Karasim is dropped. Like, this game is just weird at this point. Hoga missing his stun. I got news for you, he's not going to make it here either. So yeah, that's another kill. Cassia has been sent back to deal with the Immortal. Can't forget about that guy. But this is just wild. Imagine Genji surviving. If Genji survives there initially, this is a completely different game. As it stands, the Keeper's still taking damage, but I don't know. This is just weird. I mean, this is all over the place right now. Keep is down to 50% HP. Cassia is now on PvE duty, as she has to deal with the camp as well. But yeah, this is just a wild one. The Nubora gets farmed. Now we're also having Hanzo dead. all of a sudden the red team shows up. All of a sudden they're here and they're like, oh yeah, right, we need to kill those guys. So let's take them down quickly. And that's pretty much what they're doing right now. So once again, good damage by them. Fort is gonna fall. Very likely. So, yep, off we go. So they're going to go for fort number 1. They will likely also go... Don't tell me they can get another kill. These follow-up kills are hurting way too much now. These follow-up kills are actually nasty. Poik is just having fun at this point. I mean, he's really enjoying this. He's just sitting there, he's going for the laser show the entire time. I was about to say they're likely going to get the top 4 too, because Cassia has been taking the camp and is now pushing all of this back out. The bot lane still being heavily contested here. But yeah, this is just insane. I mean, at this point, it's getting ridiculous. So, job well done, I'd say. 13 to 17 kills, and what looked like maybe not an easy win for the blue team is starting to look more and more like the show of the red team after all. So they're coming in again with more damage. We got them now with 4 versus 4 because, well, Cassie got caught again. But still, this is a wild game. How is it that always Granit Gaming's games have so many kills? I mean, they're sitting at 32 kills. We have 32 kills at this point in time. Just as a bit of a side note. So, yeah. Crazy stuff. Just absolutely crazy. So, off we go. They go again for the Immortal. Trying to take that one down. Halftime show should be an easy win for them. But yeah, they're crushing. They're absolutely crushing this now. Half a level and they're on 20. Then they have the Storm Talons and they couldn't push this even further. And the blue team is all of a sudden looking like they're really struggling. That they don't know how to deal with this. They're just sitting there and they're thinking like, guys, this was going really well, so how do we solve this problem? Yeah, this is an issue right now. Let's try and get a few more kills and then bring this one back, because this looked really good earlier. But now we can't, for some reason, do anything. Yeah, Malfurion might fall. They go for Smexy. They try and take him down. No Game, No Life is also in trouble, though. So it's the 2 supports that are struggling the most. A bit of a punchy play. But Karazim, the Stormbolt misses. But they still get him. Karazim is down. Poik is looking for a few resets. Hasn't found any yet, but boy, oh boy. What a game. Yeah. And they are obviously not letting up on this even a little bit. So once again, they're starting to make their plays here. Once again, they're starting to move in for more aggression. And things are looking very, very good right now for the... Well, for the red team, as long as they're not losing too many heroes. But at least they're going to go for the objective again. So they might be able to make this happen after all. But yeah, it's all over the... Yeah, I mean, this game is all over the place now. You need to defend the core against the catapults. 18 minutes in, you definitely have to. Immortal taken by the blue team now after all, after Malfurion died. So now they have another shot of taking the keep down, and that would be both of the keeps removed, giving them a heavy access to both lanes, as they're also looking in the level 20 talent at basically the same time. Archon Pure Power has been taken by Poik. I mean, he's having fun, so good for him. Trader King on the other side. So yeah, it's... I mean, again, the game is wild. They're already trying just laser Shizaki down on his Anuburak, and he barely makes it out of the fight. Limu has to X-strike away. 7-sided and the kill. Azerite frontlining with Cassia definitely hasn't helped their cause here. Morenas is attempting to somehow make it out of the battle. He's dying. Now they're getting a kill against Karazim, that it's 2 down, but both of the keeps are destroyed. What is this? Yeah, this game is... what? This game is absolutely going bananas right now. So 16 kills, 221. They're gonna go for the big 40. That's the goal here. Give them the 40, everybody. Go for the 40 kills. God damn it. Yeah. For now, they can still go down to the bot lane again, try and take a couple of those camps. Push the lanes even further. Obviously, the red team's core is going to be assaulted very, very soon here. I mean, have fun trying to defend that. This is going to be the tricky part, because now every single lane is going to be pushed by catapults and also camps if taken by the opponent. And that is not going to make things any easier for Granit Gaming. They have to win team fights big and then build momentum that they can use. Now, they've been doing better in the fights now. They are 21 kills against 16, but the problem is still the same. The macro on the map is not running in their favor in the slightest. Not even a little bit. And catapults are scaling. They're getting stronger and stronger. Then it's all about the fights in the middle of the map when you're waiting for the immortal to be taken. So, yeah, that's the next problem. But, well, as it stands, next immortal will be announced soon, and then it's time to pay the piper. At this point, they gotta show what they've got. Do they have it what it takes right now to bring this back? This is the big question. Can Granit Gaming somehow control these fights? And well, the answer is apparently no, because Muradin just exploded. Unless the blue team loses heroes quickly. Nice move by Cassia in the attempt to get damage in with her ult, but that didn't work. Now they're losing Smexy any second. Well, he kills Genji, but Malfurion is still dead. So is Nuburak. Okay, maybe Granit Gaming isn't out of this one just yet. Maybe not yet. Oh, boy! Too greedy, baby. Too greedy. Alright, the core is soon gonna get attacked, guys. And Whoopi is dead. Whoopi gets murdered. He gets Hanzo'd. So that could be game. Because that's 2 catapults. I mean, they're obviously going to int again and go for the tower over here. But yeah, that fight isn't over. Azerite it dies too. It's a 5-man wipe. And they're going down to the bot lane. They're going to try and make sure that the core falls. Catapult is absolutely inting, but again, this one gets eliminated very, very quickly, and that's going to be multiple catapults, 3 of them on the core. If Breeze is somehow able to now move in and deal with it, then maybe, but I don't see a way for them to bring this one back. This should be absolutely impossible. I mean, look how quickly the catapults are dropping this thing. Breeze is trying to take them down, but he gets slowed down as well. Malfurion is soon back, but the core is at 22 points. And that's game. Team RageQuit with the victory, everybody, in game number 1 against Granit Gaming. GG.
Before we head into game number 2, make sure that you subscribe to the channel if you haven't done it yet, so you don't miss out on any future content here on Khaldor TV.
Tomb of Spider Queen, map number 2. First one was a bit funny. I mean, that late game was just wild. One team of... I mean, honestly, so many individual players that got caught in that last game was kind of crazy. And oftentimes just negated all the value the teams were getting through good pushes or immortals that they took, or even just camps that they cleared. But at the end, Breeze just gets blown up within half a second, and that is all the time that RageQuit needed to make this happen. We are with a lead for Team RageQuit, heading towards map number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen, which also results instantly with Jojo being banned. So wave clear gets eliminated here. But yeah, wild game. Absolutely wild game. Now you gotta give it to Team RageQuit though. The aggression that they executed there served them well at the end of the day. But it was definitely an interesting one. I mean, hyper aggression from all of them. And then just that one kill that helped them. I mean, it snowballed a little bit after this, but yeah, either way. So right now we got Tyrael banned out. We also have with Junkrat and with Lucio 2 Overwatch heroes eliminated. First pick for Whoopi, Blaze, so not hesitating a second on Tomb of the Spider Queen to get him. Wave clear obviously highly important here. Lucio also helps you to speed between the lanes. But this is definitely another one where we could also see a couple of the majors come back. I mean, we've seen Chromie lately, we've seen a couple of others as well, so yeah. Either wave clear or just simply poke against the turn-in is all that you pretty much see there. That you pretty much need there. Yeah, Bambi, first one, and we got Leo together with that, so since Blaze was already taken, they settled for second place. No Ural though, but yeah. What's Breeze gonna play? I mean, at this point, ooh, that's actually a good point. I actually didn't think about that. You could technically also think about picking Stitches here, if one of the teams wanted to. Don't think so, but still, that's one of the tanks that oftentimes just slips my mind. So, would more expect Breeze to go for one of his usuals. Falstad and Maiev. Falstad locked in by Breeze. Okay, interesting. I would assume that they swapped that one over. And that Azerite is going to play that. Okay, Stukov banned against Smexy. I am more concerned about Smexy just going again for his Karazim. You know, he's looking at... Smexy's looking at this and he's like, alright boys, first of all, Karazim 1, told you the hero's OP. Second of all, I'm going to play Karazim again because look what happens when I don't. So, yeah. Actually targeting supports pretty heavily. Lucio, Anduin, and Stukov already gone. Can still go Deckard Cain, can go Karazim here. Malfurion is up. And a few others that I'm forgetting about right now. Even Brightwing. Brightwing doesn't get played this much anymore lately. It's maybe as a statement is not quite true, but yeah, a bit less. So we got a Nubarak and we got Malfurion. So Nubarak engage, Malfurion, Root, potential fallout from Leo, a lot of slows. Lunara, of course, chipping in a bit as well on her own end. And the final double pick here for Granit Gaming as they're trying to at least get one win in this series. Tyrande for Smexy. Okay, if they get the stuns in, then by all means. But that also means that they have to have another stun available from the main tank. And, well, who needs a main tank? Main tank Blazers, it seems. Okay, so we get Kerrigan. Okay, that's a wild one. Guys, I honestly have the suspicion that there can't really anything... I don't think there's a lot that still can happen in the standings between the two teams here. So yeah, this seems a little bit more like Granit Gaming is willing to YOLO into this a bit and see what they can do here. But that is definitely a wild combo. Maiev and Kerrigan with the final pick on Sylvanas for Limo. So here gets the Wailing Arrow. Wooby is on... well, on Blaze for now, but they're definitely swapping things over a little bit. Either way, let's go. Game number 2, Tomb of the Spider Queen. And Granit Gaming has gone... I mean, they didn't just think out of the box. They took the box and threw it away. Let's go. Game number 2. From a crazy game 1 to some crazy compositions, or at least on the red team side, in game number 2. On the left side, Shizakid on a Nubarak for Team RageQuit, Limo and Sylvanas. Got Morenas on Leoric, starting things off with Austin's renewal here. No Game No Life is playing Malfurion. And we have Shy on Lunara. Alright, right side of the map, as you can see, we got Granit Gaming with Breeze as a main tank Blaze. Usually that's Lauber's play. Poig is playing Kerrigan. We got Wooby on Falstad, side laning. Smexy on Tyrande, and Azerite is playing Maiev. So, again, there's not a lot that's going to change in the standings between the two teams here, but at the same time, this is still a bit wild what we're currently seeing from them. So, definitely a fun one that's being executed right now. But time will tell how deep they can go with all of this. Because Maiev and Kerrigan definitely offer a lot of CC here, and Kerrigan can of course also bring the pain with damage. But if this is really going to work out for them at the end of the day, that's a very different question. They can play super aggressive with this composition though. That has to definitely be the goal here. Already a quick move straight in to take down Maiev, and now Wooby dies too. So that's a double kill in favor of the blue team that starts us off here in the second game of the series. But yeah. And honestly, looking at the standings, it's actually not even true. Granit Gaming and Team RageQuit are incredibly close together. I wasn't quite sure about it. I honestly expected to see a big difference between them. I mean, looking at the standings, I don't always remember the points here. I just knew that they were right toe-to-toe. But if this is accurate, then Granit Gaming is going to lose their 4th place if Team RageQuit wins this. Now, I mean, there's a couple of arguments that you can always make because, yeah. Alright, so let's talk about this for a second. Obviously, at this point, Team RageQuit is starting to pull ahead. And it's a pretty aggressive and risky play that is being made here by Granit Gaming. But let's talk this through for just a moment. So, Chili Mountain, Oxygen Esports, and the Bang Bush are pretty much unreachable in the top 3. Those are the slots that immediately qualify for obviously Paris. Now, if you can hold slot number 4, then the advantage that you have is that in the stepladder system, where the fourth and final team that goes to Paris is determined, you only have to play one single match. Chances are then again, though, that you're playing that against exactly that opponent. Currently, Granit Gaming is 4th place and Team RageQuit is 5th. Now, I'm not quite sure what the thinking here is, but at least tying with the opponent would be important. So seeing them go for such an aggressive composition is a little bit weird. Now, there's always people that are going to make the argument, well, they're going to win against anybody else anyways, so the actual match that will determine which team makes it to Paris will probably be Granit Gaming against Team RageQuit, and you don't want to show them anything. I don't really know if that argument holds too much water, to be honest with you, but yeah, it's interesting that they are going this risky. Smexy is now getting killed. It's 5 kills to 1. Blaze dies. Yeah. I mean, the comp that they're playing here is a little bit twirly. The point that I just don't get is why. Because again, they're losing their 4th spot now if they lose this game. And currently it seems like that's what's going to happen here. So while they're trolling against them, like, if this was map number, honestly, if they won the first map, I would say, like, alright, they just don't care. They think they can definitely hold 4th place and that's it. But right now it seems like they don't care about 4th place. They're saying like 4th place, 5th place, whatever. They're starting to get some kills in at least. So Malfurion is down. Now obviously it can still happen that they're turning this around and win the game. A lot of these heroes that they have get better once that we're heading into the mid and the late game. But they've already suffered quite a lot of deaths and that lost them gems too. Now, to be honest, gem amount is still the same for both teams, so we haven't seen a turn-in yet, and interestingly enough, Granit Gaming is the first one that has enough gems for a turn-in. Not a single gem was turned in so far though. But yeah, it's a little bit crazy. Granit Gaming was always a bit wild on the other hand with the picks that they took and how they played the game there, so that doesn't really surprise too much. But either way, by now we got on level 7 the Tenacious Roots, by the way. Okay. I mean, against the stuns, kind of makes sense here a little bit. On the other hand, you give up Nature's Cure, which with all of these stuns is obviously a nice one as well. On level 1, we're getting the Vengeful Root, so it's going full Groot on us. But that's also some interesting adjustments that they're making on some of their talents here. Normal Dreams or anything. Whoa, we made it out! That's actually insane. Okay, and the Red Web Weavers are going to come down first. So yeah, Red Web Weavers first, as they're going to try and take some of the structures down. If they can get some kills with that, it could be interesting. They're not too far behind. Again, keep that in mind. They're obviously slightly behind, but it's only half level. And they're the first ones with an objective. So a few kills at the right moment in time with such an aggressive setup is going to help a lot here. Big fire in the middle, and a Nubarak is down. There we go. That's what I meant with a couple of kills at the right moment in time. And Nubarak dies, the main tank is gone, and they might follow up with a kill on Malfurion, as they really seem to want the old geezer. Especially Poik. And Poik, he's not nervous today. He gets the kill. So they're making the play. They're able to get the kills. Those were the kills at the right moment in time. They are ahead in experience all of a sudden. Limu gets owled. They actually owled him. Alright. Yeah, sorry, but we have to repeat that one. Alright, keep an eye on Limu when we're jumping down, and keep an eye on Smexy. Smexy, here's the owl, any second now, bam, and he jumps straight into it. The Smex Master, he can see the future. So, 1 fort is down, and now they're working on the second. Guys, they are crushing this. They are actually making this happen. All the aggression in the world, early game didn't work for them, but now they are looking great. Absolutely great. So, yep. Another quick move. They're trying to go for Limu here, and goodbye. Sylvanas gets eliminated. 6 kills to 6 now. And they are looking fantastic here. Yeah, you gotta give it to them. That is some amazing play. All of a sudden, the combos, they work. They got their ults, which helps them also to isolate target even further. Thanks to the Ultralisk. Thanks to also Bunker, they have a bit more survivability. They have the Gus, so that they can isolate people. And things are looking way, way better for them right now. So, yeah, definitely interesting the way that they are playing this one out. So, as it stands, already Morenas, yeah, he's doing his thing. Okay, trying to blow those up as well. Off we go. Breeze. Still Gucci here too. And they're starting to look for another turn in, which they might get if they're just able to somehow get close enough here. So, yeah, not too shabby, the performance so far of the red team. Despite the composition and them being a little bit trolley here, you can't deny that these guys, they definitely have their mechanics down. So, that's the works. But now we have the web weavers for the blue team. So these guys obviously haven't given up. I mean, the mid game was a bit of a setback, don't get me wrong. But they started off with a great lead. Then the web weaver wave was way too successful for Granit Gaming. There's no denying that. Losing 2 forts there is just way too much. But they still have a chance, of course, with their own objective to start to push this out and maybe repay them in kind. Take down the fort at the bot lane, for example. But here comes again all the aggression. They're going for Morenas, tether them in, and the gust as Breeze has to escape here. Now the entire idea of Granit Gaming is to just absolutely murder them with CC and with the control that they have. But if they get caught like this, Sylvanas just is easily able to take down. I mean, again, if they're getting caught like this, then they're just going to lose out. There's one kill, there's a second, Carrigan, fucking Poik, murdering things. Now, my F is dead too, and Poik all of a sudden finds himself all alone with Falstad, but Wooby gets the kill on Sylvanas, and now Poik is looking for the next combo, and Shizakid gets caught, at least by the initial pull, but the stun doesn't connect, so now it's 9 kills to 9. Yeah, exactly. And Carrigan with the Chrysalis, but is Poik able to get away? Yeah, he's trying for another combo. Has to go deep and goes for Bambi. Poik is out of his mind right now. Carrigan is Carrigan is carrying again. They lost 2 forts though. So the same happened with each team's first objective. The fight, by the way, doesn't stop. Poik is just absolutely crushing. I mean, honestly, he is off the leash. 28,000 damage makes him the top damage dealer. Somehow, Malfurion thought it's a great idea to move in and go toe-to-toe with the Countess. But that wasn't really a smart move either. So we have 12 kills to again, 22 kills. What the hell? They're turning Tomb of the Spider Queen into an absolute graveyard here. I mean, this is just getting crazy. Carrigan, by the way, hasn't died yet. Not once. Carrigan is the only one that hasn't died. Even once yet. It's insane. I mean, as it stands, again, it's all about the next turn in here. Obviously, already they're making a move for Azerite. Oh boy. Leo is dead, and Nubarak follows, and Carrigan is on the prowl once more. Carrigan wants the stun, jumps in. They're really trying to control that choke point, and Azerite is like, fuck it, let's go deep. They're going deep and they're nearly getting a kill, but Bambi makes it out. Or does she? Poik? I mean, at this point, he's overdoing it. Do not tell me he survives this. Okay, thank God. He's human. He's human. I really thought for a second they would be able to get the kill here. But that's 34 gems gone. I mean, as you can tell, this is not... Some people look at this and they're looking at the kills and they're like, oh my God, this is just an ingenious draft. I mean, it's an aggressive draft, but they're still trolling a bit. They just engaged with 34 gems on Blaze straight into that fight and just simply lost them. Did they? They did, right? I'm not crazy. Alright, so now we got Tyrande. It's just... the fuck. I mean, what the fuck? 16 is on the board now. Nobody's turning in. Gems? Nah. Not needed. Screw the gems. Who needs that shit? Gems. Overrated. No. Who needs gems? Yeah, so... Did he just start the boss alone? I mean, he has hammer gains. It's gonna take a while, but yeah. Okay, fight already in the middle. Poik! Do they have to gust here? No. I'm gonna get them away either. Anyways, but yeah. Get owled. Oh boy. What a game. Wooby makes it out for a moment, but then gets caught by Sylvanas. That's the end of him. What a game. What a game. Yeah, they're trying to follow it up on Shizai Kid, and they also get the kill here, I suppose. Well, Nubarak, is he getting out? Seems like he might, yes. And Nubarak gets away. And Nubarak gets away. Everybody else still doing their thing. Poik! Ah, he's dead too. Poik dies again. 15 to 15. Crazy. Absolutely crazy. But alright, that's just what it is. They're going for Smexy. Try to drop him too. Yeah, nearly a kill on him. And a wild game. An absolutely wild game. Blue team has a chance to go for the boss, and they are, of course, eager to lock that one in. So here we go. Another attempt to pull a bit farther ahead and take the final fort down. Blue Web Weavers are also descending at the same time, so they're syncing it up together. But, yeah. Oh, boy. What is this game? I mean, seriously. This is... I mean, weird is one way to describe it. So the fort is gonna fall here. Negative hit points. I love this one. Every time it happens. But yeah, here we go. So the fort goes down. Boss is there. Web Beavers as well. They're dealing with the mid lane. Okay, that one is an easy one. Everybody in the blue team moved back to just heal, so they get this one for free. Yeah, mid lane is defended for free. No problem here. Now they're going straight up towards the top in an attempt to defend. And it's not that late in the game. We're only 13 minutes in. We got 34 kills, by the way. 13 minutes in, and we got 34 kills. Just saying. Just saying. Just your average Heroes of the Storm game here. So, yeah, their keep might still fall. Yeah, the Entomb didn't hit anything, by the way. Not that it would have mattered, because he still had bunker up, and he used it right away, too. But the keep is likely going to fall. It's at least insanely low. They should be able to get it, right? So they go deep. Over Furion with a silence. Keep is going down. They get the keep. They also get Wooby. And if they get more, they could get the core. There's still a Web Weaver at the bot lane. Sorry, they got Breeze. It's honestly really throwing me off that he's playing a Blaze main tag. Yeah, this is game. This has to be game. 21 kills to 16. 3 heroes down. Carrick and Maiev are the only survivors. The bottom keep has fallen. There's a massive, massive wave now moving in as well. But at this point, this just has to be the end of it, right? Carrigan is down. And, well, that is the end of Azerite. Sylvanas has fallen, but it doesn't matter anymore. So they are going to win this. Nicely done. Level 20 is in as well. Team RageQuit with a victory. Well played. 2-0 against Granit Gaming. Granit loses to Team RageQuit. GG.